Ever since I was a child, adults would always ask me.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Every time I was asked that question, I gave a different answer. I want to be a princess, a ballerina, a teacher, a doctor, an astronaut, a flight attendant, a photographer, a writer. There was a whole world of opportunity. As I got older, people would ask me more often what I wanted to do with my life. But now they expected a more serious answer. This question stressed me out because I didn't know. I thought I wanted to be a psychologist, but after careful consideration and research, I realized that wasn't the right route for me. I was back to square one. I began to think back to my childhood and all my dreams and reconsider all the options I had for myself as a child. All of my arrows kept pointing back to education, and I realized that teaching was my calling. So, how did I choose education? Well, I've always loved kids. I love being around them and helping them learn and watching them grow. I have 2 younger siblings, and when we were younger, my mom would always refer to me as the mini-mom because I loved helping her take care of them and always tried to be in charge. It was this love for kids that helped me decide on elementary education. I also drew a lot of inspiration from my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Getson. I kept thinking about Mrs. Getson's class as I was considering the options for my future. I realized that Miss Getson was the most influential teacher I've ever had, and I wanted to follow in her teaching example. As an elementary teacher, I have a unique opportunity to influence students early on in their educational journeys. I want to create a world where my students can grow, where they can develop their skills and learn and succeed. I want to open their eyes to all the possibilities. Just like Mrs. Getson did for me, I want to prepare my students for their future. I want to help them to set goals, and then I want to watch them achieve them. I want to be a role model and impact their education in a positive way. I have the chance to inspire my students to be the best they can be, and this is why I want to be an elementary school teacher.